Hello, children. Today we are on 1-8, solving equations by adding and subtracting. Today we start to get into some basic algebra. Now, please don't be scared by this. It is all doable. We can work through this together. I promise it will be okay. So, when we talk about math and we talk about what is an equation, well, an equation is a math sentence that says two values are equal. It's a math sentence that says two values are equal. If I say something like 3 plus 8 equals 11, that's a math sentence. This is saying that this value is equal to this value. That's all an equation is. And so when we talk about equations, when we're trying to solve equations, deal with equations, all that kind of good stuff, we want to talk about how does it look if one of our values is unknown. Let's say that I know one of my values is unknown. Let's say I have r plus 6 equals 13. R plus 6 equals 13. So what I know is I know that whatever r plus 6 is equal to 13. And now, what I want to do with this information is say, okay, well, if I take r plus 6 and I want to get rid of this 6, I want to get r all by itself. And so to get r all by itself, I need to somehow get rid of this plus 6. The way I get rid of my plus 6 is by doing an inverse operation. An inverse operation this is the opposite of a math problem. The opposite of a math problem. So this says plus 6, so I'm going to do the opposite, which would be minus 6. That's going to get rid of this 6 over here. I now no longer have a 6. But because I know that these two values are equal to each other, since I do one thing to one side of my equation, I have to do the same thing to the other side of my equation. Because I've done one thing to one side, I have to do it to the other side. Because it is equal. Equal means you do something to both sides the same. So now I just do, okay, well, 13 minus 6, well, that's 7, equals, over here, I still just have this value of r, and now I know r equals 7. That's algebra right there. That's solving algebraic expressions. That's solving these equations to get ourselves a value. We do the opposite of what we're told, and then we get the number we're looking for. If I had something like x minus 15 equals 12, I would say, okay, well, what do I want to get by myself? I want to get this x all by itself here. And the math that they've asked me to do is minus 15. So I'm going to do the opposite of minus. The opposite of subtraction is addition. I'm going to plus 15 to cancel that out. If I do something to one side, I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. This is going to be 27 equals x. And there will be my math problem. Do the opposite. Do the same thing on my other side. Get my answer. Let's say I have something like m minus 8 equals negative 14. Well, I want to get this m all by itself, so I'm going to do the opposite of minus 8, which would be plus 8. That's going to cancel out. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to add 8. So now I know m equals negative 14 plus 8. Now here's my integer rules. The reason I write this out is so I can solve it. I have different signs, so I'm going to subtract. I have more negatives, so I know my answer is going to be negative. 14 minus 8 is 6. I know my answer is negative 6. M equals negative 6. All right, you go ahead, solve this one on your own. Let's see how we do. Let me know if you have any questions here, and I will get back to you when we're here next class. So solve this, solve for W, and let's see how we do. 15 equals W plus negative 14. Great luck with this. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you next time.